Hello there, Mega Tripper. Welcome to another super special episode of Mega Trip. This time, you join me in the Philippines, on the island of Palawan, in the area of El Nido. Here's what's coming up on this episode of Mega Trip. Sometimes you can catch them if you sneak up on them quickly, so sticking their heads out. Refreshed and redressed. So I think the driver's managed to whack the snake onto my seat. Not ideal. Not gonna think we invented the supermarket or the French invented the hypermarket. Nonsense. Markets like these have been going on around the planet for years. We have a series of vendors coming together. Hello. Series of vendors coming together, specialising in what they do to sell their local goods. And I'm very generously carrying some other people's bags out with me because I'm nice like that. Go in the cave, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Okay, Mega Tripper, so let's be honest. The big reason you come on a boat trip in the Philippines is for the snorkelling. Through the magic of editing, you now know more than I do about what's going to happen to me on this episode of Mega Trip. Anyway, like I said, we're in an area called El Nido on a large island in the southern Philippines called Palawan, and it really is a bit of a tropical paradise. But before I get onto that, I just want to say a massive thank you to Michelle from Stitch Please, who's gone and made me a nice custom bag to carry all my camera gear around when I'm chilling out here in the Philippines. Anyway, more importantly, check out this place. It's my first day here, my first morning. I've just woken up. Pretty sure it's fair to say it's paradise. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. Anyway, it is baking hot. I don't know what the temperature is, but it feels like mid-30s. So I'm going to take a little dip and cool off. Whoa. Might as well be swimming in bath water. It is baking. Beautiful white paradise sands. And you can see just a few boats going in and out as the day starts. Some taking tourists out, some local boats. And already I've seen, the second I walked into the sea, could see shoals of fish. I think this is going to be a really, really interesting stay. We're going to have to get out on one of those boats. But anyway, what do I know about Palawan? Not too much, if I'm perfectly honest. There's a main island, which I'm staying on here in El Nido. And then there's a bunch of smaller islands around, as you can kind of see in the distance there. Some of the views here are absolutely spectacular. Particularly at sunset last night when I got in, really, really beautiful. But why have I come to Palawan anyway then, if I don't know too much about it? Well, the big reason really is that UNESCO recently launched their modern or new 7 wonders of the world, and one of the things that was on that list was an underground river. No idea how that works, but an underground river in a place called Puerto Princesa. The Philippines, if you can't tell, was conquered by the Spanish and the Portuguese, hence a lot of those kind of Latin names, if you like. So we'll be heading there, which is a bit further south on the island, perhaps in another video. But for this video, we're just going to check out what the more northern area, what El Nido has to offer. I'm going to have a swim, I'm going to cool off, and then I'm going to go for an explore, probably go get myself a hat, see what else there is to see here in El Nido on Palawan. One of the things you'll find on Palawan, in fact, all over islands in Southeast Asia, on sandy beaches, is crabs, and you can buy them and eat them in your local restaurants, but you can also see the signs of them on the beach. So if you see holes like this one here, That's where crabs live. I'll try and get some shots of them actually out of the holes a bit later. Sometimes you can catch them if you sneak up on them quickly. So sticking their heads out. Whew. I ain't seen no jellyfish. Not yet, anyway. So I've had my little dip here on Vanilla Beach. But I figured for you, we'll take a little walk down the beach now and see what else is going on. It really is a beautiful little cove. You can hear the cicadas absolutely going for it in the background. Hopefully you can still pick me up on the audio. But look at this. Just a lovely little row of boutique hotels, kayaks, and crystal white sand. Pretty much as far as the eye can see. So let's have a little wander down the coast and see what else we can find. Hello, little guy. Hello. How are you? Hi. So, all over the island so far, these beautifully cute little dogs knocking around in this really natural paradise. I mean, look at this tree here. Ooh. So beautiful dogs, obviously giving me a little bit of shit. So look at this tree here. Maramegmeg. Try and pronounce that after a drink. 100-year-old tree. Looking out over the view, over the water. Really something I don't think you can ever get tired of. Let's stop and get a little refreshment. Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Can I just get a drink?
Sure.
Maybe an iced tea?
Iced tea.
Iced tea?
Regular iced tea.
Regular iced tea. No idea what they put in the iced tea here. It tastes like tea, but also incredibly citrusy, very, very refreshing, quite sweet. Definitely cooling me down, which is just what I needed. All right, refreshed and redressed. Let's carry on wandering down this paradise little beach here. I mean, I'm not sure if the camera's doing this justice, but it is stunning. Got more of these, I guess, mangrove trees if they're growing so close to salt water. And you can see, look, it's 10 o'clock in the morning here and it is not busy at all. Plenty of chill area. Wow. Let's carry on with our little wander. Mega trip, mega trip. Loads of options for staying down here. I'm in quite a big hotel, which I'll show you at some point on this video. Up on the hill with a view out over this beautiful bay and the breeze running through the restaurant. But you can also stay in a little beachfront hut if the mood so takes you. Might have been a better option, but hey, you live and you learn, you give things a go. Wow. Just thought I'd take the opportunity as we're coming up to it to check out this traditional Filipino canoe. Look at this. Probably hasn't changed in hundreds of years. I'm also just going to avoid here, I've just noticed what looks like, unfortunately, a dead pufferfish floating in the water. But anyway, we'll avoid that and have a little look at the canoe. So like I said, these probably haven't changed for hundreds, if not thousands of years. These little canoes made from the local hardwood and with bamboo outriggers to keep them stable when the seas get rough. I would love to have a chance to get out on one of these. I'm not sure I'm going to have time on this trip. I'm only here for a few days. But historically, I guess that was the trade. I mean, fish, fruit and vegetables. It's really, really notable as you travel around the island of Palawan, just how green and verdant it is. Stuff obviously grows here. Here we go. Another zip liner flying over the top of us. Yep, so like I said, historically, I guess people would have traded fish. They would have traded fruit and vegetables with being so green and verdant, so easy to grow things here. But now the economy is obviously much more balanced to tourism. We see the zip line, we've seen the little boats, we've seen all the beach huts and the businesses arranging tours and trips down here on Vanilla Beach. But still, just imagine if this was a beach in, I don't know, Malaga, for example, how busy this would be. But you still get your own little slice of paradise down here in El Nido on Palawan. Whew. Will you check this dude out? What a cool little sculpture. Cheeky little gorilla on the beach here at Vanilla Beach. Wow. Check out that mug. Super cool, all made out of driftwood. At Las Cabanas on the corner of Vanilla Beach. But wow, another absolutely stunning view. This yacht sailing across the bay to these giant limestone cliffs coming up out of the water. Amazing. Right, I've also spotted another thing. You see this little island over here with our ziplining friends. There appears to be a potential little walkway to it. Why don't we give that a go, Mega Trippers, and see if we can get to the other side. Here's you know, water hits your baby makers. That'd be quite a shocking experience. Not here on Palawan. It's essentially like wading through a nice warm bath. Alright, I think we might make this. So let's keep on trucking, try not to fall over, damage my non-waterproof kit. But for now, looks like we're getting to this little island at the end of the zip line. We have made it all the way over the path behind me to this other island, which I have no idea what it's called, but that feels like a problem for a map a little bit later. Wowzers, you can just hear the cicadas absolutely belting out their song. I mean, you can't see any of them, but whew, listen to that. So over here you have this smaller island where the zip line ends and brings you back to a nice panoramic view of Vanilla Beach. That's the beach done for now. We're going to go do some shopping here on Palawan. The mode of transport is these little tricycles. We get one of those to the market. Hello. For hire? Let's see who we can find. Ah, here we go, drivers. Hello. To El Nido Market?
Public market?
Public market, yep.
Uy, snake.
Wow.
Snake.
Where's the snake? Oh wow.
Sa motor nakaupo.
What's it eating? Is this your bike?
Balay.
So we've got a little snake on a motorbike. We get out of the way here.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
So I think the driver's managed to whack the snake onto my seat. Not ideal, not gonna lie. Lots of big men for one little snake. Go? All right, dude. Thank you. How much? 150, sir. Okay, no problem. So this is a local method of transport. Very noisy. What's your name, sir?
Dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
Good name. My name's Dog.
Ah, dog?
Yeah, well, Dog.
Ah, this dog.
Dog. Dog. Close. Nice to meet you, Mr. Dog. Alright, so I've got my change and taking a bit of a flyer on what to do. I have to go to the market. I've been brought to the Nido public market. Places like this, there's always some kind of market going on. So let's go take a little look. It's a little bit chaotic in the road here. So Nido public market. And we just need somehow to cross the road. Let's go with this guy who's turning round. Bosh! Easy peasy. Road crossed. Let's go take a look around. Nido public market. Doesn't quite look like what I need, but let's have a look. Fruit and veg. Some spiky stuff. I think that spiky stuff may well be durian. Herbs, spices. The ubiquitous stock cubes for making broths. Very much the locals market down here, which is no bad thing. Perhaps not quite what I need. Oh, look at these mangoes. So like I said, lots grows here. No problems with things growing. Mangoes ubiquitous. Very, very tasty, I am sure. Wow, check out this fruit stall. Pineapples, fresh pineapples, grown locally. Cucumbers, gourds. Anything you could want. I mean, that looks like a veg corner. Got the car park out here. As you can see, definitely more bikes than cars. Nice local mechanicking with a piece of wood there. Getting that wheel nice and aligned. Now you might have been able to tell in the little taxi and sidecar on the way over. That wasn't a very well aligned wheel. It was wobbling all over the place. Is it the safest way to travel in the world? Almost definitely not. But if you want to get around here, why not? So that was what, a 10-minute journey, 15-minute journey up the road. Probably got a tourist charge, 150 pesos. So what's that? In English, probably about £2. Euros, maybe €2.50. Dollars, $2.50, $3, something like that. So not a lot to worry about. Right, I guess this is in the local language. Pamilihang Bayan Ng El Nido. So let's have a little walk through here. Looks like the meat section. You can tell because it's a stray dog that you get in all meat markets, hanging around waiting for some gizzards to drop. Lots of pork. Wow. So this is where all your local food will come from. Hello. Hi. Lots of lovely dogs. Pork, chicken. Very much pork and chicken based country when it comes to meals. Probably a little bit cheaper. I did have some beef here, but that's what seems to be on most of the menus. And of course, we're an island, so look at this seafood. Massive oysters, mussels. Put my hand up for Bit of size comparison. Clams. Hello. Wow. Hello. How are you? Get your crabs tied up so they can't nip you. Beautiful prawns. And this is what you'll be eating in the hotels and restaurants around here. Nicely iced down and chilled. It is absolutely baking outside. And here's some of the bigger fish. Look at these guys. Massive. Looks like a type of tuna. Snappers, grouper. Wow. So it looks like it's not just little fish and shellfish around here. They also have the big seagoing fish. Really just shows how healthy it still is around here. Right, let's keep on wandering about. Let's see what else there is in the public market. Some more fruit and general stores. The local delivery drivers with a sidecar and eggs. Lots and lots of smiling faces. Looks like there's also some computer stores and some clothing stores on the other side. We'll go have a quick look at those, but I think we might have to find somewhere else to do some more touristy shopping. It's gated off. I've not seen any other white faces in there, so this does suggest to me this is very much by the locals for the locals, which is no bad thing. See how the real Filipinos live here on Palawan. But it makes it sound like a zoo. I don't mean it like that at all. But obviously when you come here as a tourist, you expect some very different things. Local beachwear, garmentry. Definitely not in Western sizes. But a little bit of everything. You think we invented the supermarket or the French invented the hypermarket? Nonsense. Markets like these have been going on around the planet for years. We have a series of vendors coming together. Hello. Series of vendors coming together, specialising in what they do to sell their local goods. Nice little toy store behind me. Get anything you want here. Duck under these low-hanging clothes. Right. So that wasn't quite what I was looking for, but really interesting to see anyway. So guess what I'll do? Stop filming for now and see if I can go find some more touristy bits. The ubiquitous Filipino Jeepy here. It's like a public hop on, hop off bus. Very affordable, very much a local method of travel. Also very hot, very noisy, very uncomfortable. Do it once for the experience for sure, but if you do have other options, you might want to take those. This looks like it might have a bit more of what I need here. I can certainly see some dry bags which are on my list. Let's see if we can get what we want. Hello, how are you? Whew. Very good, thank you, very good. Hot, very hot. How much are your dry bags, the small ones?
What liter, sir?
5 litre, yeah. Or maybe 3 actually. Yeah, 3 litre.
3 liters, 300.
300?
And 5 liters is 350.
Okay, fine.
It's a small difference.
Yeah, I'll definitely take 1 300. And then, are these the only hats you have?
Yeah.
Okay, just a dry bag, please. Well, success. A dry bag. Perhaps more importantly, some change. A lot of people here do not have change, particularly street hawkers and street vendors. Anyway, I'll pop that in my bag and we'll keep wandering down this road, see if we can get myself a hat. If not, it might be time just to head back to the hotel and get a little bit of a cool off. We'll check this out. This is something I haven't seen before anywhere I've travelled. Across the road here, near the public market, there's these big food trucks, or big trucks I guess, loaded with things like rice, noodles in the back there, other goods, and they obviously just open these up on the side of the road to make a makeshift market stall. And the 4 or 5 of them there. Very interesting, and like I said, something that I haven't seen before. Ingenuity of the human mind never ceases to surprise me. Really interesting. As I'm walking up the road here, I found something else super cool. The series of murals on the main road. Oh, perfect. Series of murals here on the main road. Tell you how great El Nido is. It's too hot for me. Hello.
Hello.
Bayview Hotel.
Yeah.
How much?
Oh, 100.
Yeah, okay. So like I said, it's too hot for me, so I'm jumping back in a trike. Let's get back to the hotel. Nice little start there. Let's go. Check out Korong. Lots of little boats, all waiting for everyone to go out and do their daily tours, and that's what we're going to do here on Megatrip. There are 4 main tours of the islands around here. It's super simple. Tour A, B, C and D. Today we're going to do Tour B. Can't remember what's on it, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. Gorgeous place. So the way that you get to your boat out here in El Nido is to walk. Check it out. Tell you what, it's not cold though. It is blisteringly warm. And I'm very generously carrying some other people's bags out with me because I'm nice like that. Right, I'm going to stop talking and keep walking to get out to the boat. Hello!
Morning.
Good morning. Can I give you this bag?
Yeah.
Because it's not waterproof, that
Where are you
one.
from? Sir?
London, UK.
Yeah, okay. What's it?
It's okay. Yeah, thank you. What's your name?
June.
June. Hello, June. I'm Dom. Thank you.
Big boat is no. It's a very.
Yeah, very deep.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Sit anywhere?
Yes.
Great. Not too bad. Safety first. Wear or hold your life vest at all times. Sounds like a good idea. Right, I'm going to get changed quickly because this is not meeting the plan. Oh, but I do like the footage of misery. So we've made it through the water onto the boat. We're getting the last few little people on. 2 people had to come out by canoe. There was a child floating out at the end, but it's got us on this nice traditional outriggered boat. Today on Tour B we're going to go to 4 islands. I'll tell you a little bit more about those as we get going, and we'll go and see what we can see in the water. Alright, so you join me at the first stop on today's boat trip here at Entalula Island. I'll show you what that looks like in a second as I wipe the salt out of my eyes. But this island was named after apparently a love triangle. 3 people, Entalula. Hence Entalula Island. But look at this, absolutely stunning. And that's the boat that brought us here. I've got a theory there's going to be a theme to today. That theme is going to be beautiful islands, sandy beaches, with of course the beautiful background sound of lapping waves and 2-stroke engines. look at the time and the tide, we're actually going to have to go on a little hike over an island to see the reason why this place is called Snake Island. Looks like we're going through some nice mangrove swamps. Looking forward to it. So as we hike through Snake Island, as we now know what it is from the signs, there's lots of stray dogs here. They're super, super friendly, super nice, but it does make you wonder, how do they survive? The guy told me that one of them was trying to catch some fish, and maybe the rest they wait on or rely on tourists and humans to come to the island. But anyway, this is the hike you have to take when the tide's up. So me and my dog friend here are going to do it for you. Up these little steps to the top of the hill. Whew. Good job I had my Wheaties this morning. There it is behind me, the famous snake of Snake Island. The sandbar running between the two islands that changes depending on the tide. Right, I'm going to get off the viewpoint now. Let everyone else have a go. So next stop on Tour B, we've arrived at another island. You have to pay 100 pesos to get off, which I wasn't really ready for, but it's a corker. And this is where we're going to be stopping for lunch. And most excitingly, there's also a basketball court and a bar. Really cool. Thank you. Always very keen to help you, point out what's going on. Although sometimes it's not so clear about what is going on. But before lunch, let's go check this cave out, see what all the chat is about.
This is free. This is free in France.
Okay. Yes, please.
Can you wait?
I definitely need the hat.
Can you wait? I'm gonna go first.
I mean, I should remember this camera's rubbish in low light. So this is the cave. Absolutely stinks of bats, but it's on the Tour B. So what is it? It's sandy, it's guano-y, there's a little beach, and some pretty light coming through the top. Whew. Hot and sweaty in here. I'll be ready for a beer and some lunch. I mean, once you get used to the smell, it's kind of pretty. I would suggest this is an optional adventure. But I guess if you're going adventuring, you go adventuring. Go in the cave, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So we're halfway through our Tour B adventure. Absolutely love the name. Now look, I know a lot of YouTubers make almost a virtue out of getting off the beaten path, making things look more dangerous than they are, but look, this is a great way to come and see these islands. I would argue this is pretty much off the beaten path. In a nice little bay, a few little boats, and a few people having lunch on the sand, all nicely arranged for you. So, big recommendation for me. So far, we're about halfway through, or just over halfway through. Absolutely, come to El Nido, come and do the tours. Yes, there might be 20 of you on a boat, but you get some great guides, you get some great food. And if you're not here for a long time, it's a really good way to explore the island. The total cost of this whole tour today, including lunch, was just about $20. So what's that? £17, something like that. As ever, I'll chuck the price up. Anyway, time to get on with the glories, the wonders of Tour B. So I don't think we're going to make it in. There's another boat there, but that is the cathedral cave. Let's not worry about that too much though. That's not really why we're here. The next bit is getting in the water and seeing the local flora and fauna in the seas around Palawan. Let's get on to that. Okay, Mega Tripper, so let's be honest. The big reason you come on a boat trip in the Philippines is for the snorkelling. They have got some of the best coral reefs, some of the most diverse marine wildlife that you'll see. So that's what we're doing last on Tour B on this boat trip here in the Philippines. So here's your montage.